Hello and welcome to Warriors TV for Cinch League 2 action here at Oakview Park as Stenhousemuir take on Annan Athletic. The last time the two sides met was at Gallowbank in the second game of the season, where the hosts Annan Athletic ran out winners 2-1. But it's been contrasting form since then as the Warriors are currently on a 5-match unbeaten run, whilst the visitors only picked up one league win since then. Recent signing Ross Philp will make his first start for the Warriors, with Ewan O'Reilly moving to left midfield and Tamor coming in, and the Warriors get us underway. And Annan Athletic quickly put the pressure on the Warriors here, looking for a bright start themselves. Galloway it's the ball and Warriors win it back, and Adam Corbett chooses to clear down the field. Throw in taken quickly by Steele. It's blocked out by Crichton's Philp now. Turns, tries to get the ball away, but it's dispossessed. Ball put in the box, and it's tipped over well by Connor Brennan. Tommy Goss looking to cause some issues. Corner. Swung in. It's flicked on and it's headed away the best it can, and Annan put another ball in there and it's flicked on by Crichton, and it's 1-0 Annan Athletic. That second ball in, flicked on by the Warriors' own Crichton into the path of Tommy Goss, who volleys home off of the Warriors' keeper. And Annan Athletic here get the goal that they deserve after the opening 10 minutes of dominance here at Oakview Park. The ball forward down the left wing, and they're in behind once again as Philp gets back, and he puts a challenge on the referee, although deciding to book the Annan player for a dive simulation, saying Philp didn't make contact with him. Forbes into Yates. Gets the ball in the box, they're dispossessed, but O'Reilly now puts the ball back into Matty Yates, gets the ball turned, has a shot, and it's straight in the hands of the former Warriors keeper Greg Fleming. Fleming puts the ball out towards the right wing, and it's down now with Lucent chasing, and it's away for a throw-in for the Warriors. Annan not in much of a rush to let the Warriors get the ball there, and referee blowing to have a word with Stephen Swift, the Warriors manager, and he's booked him. And he's went back again, and he's shown Stephen Swift a second yellow card, and the Warriors manager has been sent off. Not exactly sure what for, but he's made a comment to the referee and he's been shown a second yellow and he is off. And Athletic looking to go on another attack, but the Warriors getting the ball away, and it's headed back in the midfield. It's back and forth. Forbes heads it down, and Tom Muir, the former Warriors player, gets involved there. Battle in the middle of the park, and now Tommy Muir puts a challenge in, the referee immediately blows up, and he's trying to find Tommy Muir, and he shows him a straight red, and Tommy Muir has been sent off. And Athletic down to 10 men with just under an hour, with the game still to play. And Athletic lead 1-0. Corner, Warriors. Hit in, Forbes with the head on, and it's over the bar. Ross Forbes still looking for his first Warriors goal at Oakview Park. Now Forbes take a free kick. Hits it. And it's close to the target, just narrowly wide. The goal kick for Annan. Into the second half, Corbett forward to O'Reilly. O'Reilly looking to take on the defender. Still going, driving towards the byline, but plays it back to Adam Corbett, who drives it inside. There's a shot on his right foot, it's curled into the hands of Fleming. He'll happily claim that. Corbett with the ball once again, plays it off, and it's a good challenge by Lucent, but the Warriors get the ball back with Brown. Brown cuts in, has a shot hit low, and it's Fleming rushing across, but not testing him too much. It's Corbett now coming down the left wing once again for the Warriors. Puts the ball in to Yates. Yates puts the ball across for Brown, tries a shot hit low, and Fleming dives down. I never got a touch there, but the ball going wide anyway. Now Jameson take the ball forward. Warriors launching men forward, trying to get a ball It go back and it's ball played through from Annan Athletic. We're able to dismiss Jameson. Galloway through and goal. Only Brennan the beat his set. It's a well saved by Connor Brennan with his leg as the ball slowly rolls out for a corner kick. The Warriors going again. Corbett. As the Warriors trying to get a goal. The ball put wide for Walker. Crosses the ball in. It's went to the other side of the box now. It's O'Reilly. Brown can the ball play. O'Reilly puts the ball in. And it's a headed and it's well saved and then cleared by Annan. As the Warriors desperate for that leveller with just under 10 minutes left on the clock and the ball put wide. And it's crossed in. And it's headed away once again as the Warriors pounding the Annan Athletics box as O'Reilly comes this time. Now into Corbett, puts the ball wide. Another ball in, and it's blocked by Lucent. Falls to O'Reilly, brings the ball down, and it's back to Jameson. To Corbett now. Warriors with one at the back as Adam Corbett moving up to help the attack. Lays it off to Joseph into Wedderburn now. Wedderburn beats off the challenge, driving towards the box, has a shot, and it's blocked. Back in the path of Wedderburn, knocks it through to Craig and he slides in, and it's 1-0 here at Oakview Park. The Warriors captain scoring his third goal of the season. Fantastic work by Nat Wedderburn to create the space, and he knocks it on through for Sean Crichton, who slides in to bring the Warriors level. 81 minutes played, and it's no more than the Warriors have deserved. Wedderburn, ball wide now as the Warriors coming again, trying to get that winner. Ball out in the right wing, and it's crossed in. Crichton not able to get enough on it, but O'Reilly keeping the ball in. It's back now for Corbett. Corbett gets past the defender, has a shot on his left foot and unable to trouble Fleming. Jameson into Brown. Brown puts the ball wide for O'Reilly. One defender in front of him. Cuts back again on his right. Puts the ball in high. For Sean Crichton, the head home, and he does. The Warriors, just 10 minutes ago, a goal behind chasing the game, and now 2-1 in front. Sean Crichton, the captain, at the double. It's Ewan O'Reilly's fantastic cross. For Sean Crichton, the head home, just 5 yards out. And instead we have 2, Annan Athletic 1. Just 2.5 minutes left to go. Annan Athletic now desperate to get a leveller. It's headed back forward. And it's headed again as the Warriors trying to get the ball clear. And it's brought down. The pass in a few deflections. Path and Goss curls it, and it's 2-0. With seconds left of the 90, Tommy Goss scores his second of the game, and it's the Warriors unable to clear the line at first, and it's ball was brought down, took a deflection, and then Tommy Goss takes advantage of that and curls it past Connor Brennan, and it's Stenhousemuir 2, Annan Athletic 2. 4 minutes into stoppage time. Corner crossed in. It's head down as the Warriors trying to get that third goal for themselves. Joseph tries a volley and it's cleared away. Out for a throw in. But that'll be full time here at Oakview Park. Stenhousemuir 2, Annan Athletic 2. Tommy Goss opened the scoring 11 minutes in. And then the Warriors, well, Warriors had a red card themselves. Stephen Swift being sent off. About 10 minutes after that, Tommy Muir sent off for the visitors, and the Warriors having chance after chance after chance to get back in the game, but unable to find the back of the net until the 81st minute, where Sean Crichton slid hold the ball, and it's a few minutes later Sean Crichton once again connecting for Ewan O'Reilly cross to make it 2-1 the Warriors. And the Warriors thinking about closing the gap on top of the table. Dumbarton were quickly sucker punched as it was Tommy Goss, the number 10, to score his second of the game, as both sides take a point. The Warriors will be in action once again at Oakview Park next Saturday as they take on Stirling Albion, who'll be coming off the back of a 6-0 win against league leaders Dumbarton. But then after that, the Warriors once again at home the following Saturday will take on East Fife in Scottish Cup action. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Well, Sean, it's an incredibly frustrating afternoon as it finishes 2-2 here at Oakview. How are you feeling?
Aye, a bit deflated. I think obviously we get ourselves back in the game, and because they go down to 10 men so early, but they created so many chances, and fair play to them. Listen, they done this to us last year as well. They come in, they sit and they defend, and they defend their box well, but I think after getting back in front, I think we've got to see it out better. But listen, we'll take a positive, because that's 6 games unbeaten, and when you go on runs like this in these leagues, then it makes a massive difference.
We've seen a few players score braces in recent weeks. Ewan O'Reilly, Matty Yates last week, and then yourself today. And so how do you feel to get on the score sheet twice?
Listen, I just try and do as best as I can for the team. It's not, at the end of the day, the boys at the top end of the pitch will go and try to score their goals, but if I can get on the end of anything, then I'm more than happy to help. Again, they've threw me up front and see me as a threat, so just try and make it as difficult as I can when I'm in there.
And of course, it was you scored in the 81st and the 87th, and then they went and scored in the 89th. Must have been a bit frustrating, knowing we got back into the lead there, and then they kind of gave that sucker punch at the end.
As I said, I think I ended up getting back into defence. I headed it away, and then it just kind of falls to the boy, to be fair. I think we put a wee tackle in after it, and it fell right to him. My gaffer just said to me, he's watched it back, and it's not as if it was just poor defending, it was just a case of it was luck that they've got on the day. But no, listen, we've got to be positive, because, as I said, 6 games unbeaten, not many teams are doing that right now.
And we're talking about 6 there. Still in Albion next, they won 6-0 against Dumbarton today, so how do you think the team will go into that game next week?
Well, their confidence is high. As I mentioned, the games that we've went unbeaten as well, Stirling will be high, so it'll be a really good encounter, and one that we're looking forward to.
Cheers, Sean.
No bother, mate.
Well, Stephen, it's another frustrating afternoon here at Covey Park as it finishes 2-2. How are you feeling after that?
Very frustrated. The start of the game, Cammy, I thought we didn't get going. I thought Annan really came at us. We had warned the players that they'd be a team wounded after their defeat against Elgin, and probably the start of the season as well. So we knew they were going to come straight at us. They asked a lot of questions physically. Didn't think we were up to it. Early doors with the set plays, weren't winning the first headers, weren't winning the second headers, and then when we got the ball into midfield, we just kept giving them the ball back. So really disappointing in terms of how we started. It took us they get a sending off to kick-start us. Obviously, it was a task for them to keep us at bay, but it was wave after wave of attack towards the end of the first half, then getting into the second, and I thought the boys done ever so well to grind it out. I would say the amount of chances we had down the sides of the area, we should have done much better. The actual point blank chances we had first half and second half, we should have done much better as well. But having said that, you've got to give us a lot of credit for coming back to 2-1. But after that, with 2 minutes to go, you've got to see it out. And I've just seen the goal back. It's not as if you could say it's horrific defending. It was, the boys were keen to actually get a hold of it and make a tackle, and it's broke lovely to the boy Goss, who's had a good finish. So really frustrating day, because we could have come away here with 3 points, but overall the way we started, maybe justice was done in terms of that we maybe didn't deserve it.
During the first half and the early part of the second half, I was thinking about a game similar, and it was the Edinburgh City game back in April. They went down early to 10 men and we just couldn't get that goal, and I thought it might be the same again, but it was a Nat Wedderburn run, which set us up for that first goal where Sean Crichton finished, and then Crichton again finishing just a few minutes later. And
yep.
You were hoping at that point we would hold out, but unfortunately, as I already spoke about, we just didn't.
Yep. No, I mean, but the one for Big Nat, we needed something different, because we tried everything else down the side, crosses in the box, through balls. I thought Will Sewell came on and really changed the dynamic in terms of his energy and his runs. He was really sharp, and he had a couple of he took a couple of great saves off Greg Fleming to keep it at bay. But as you say, Nat's run eventually got Sean in, and Sean scored. And by that point, Annan had went. They looked leggy, and then with Ewan going down the side and cutting in, and a tantalising ball for Sean to nod it in was just great at 2-1. And it's just frustrating, as much as it took them to go to 10 men for us to get going, but ultimately you've got to see the game out for you. You've really got to see the game out, and we didn't. And it's similar problems is happening. We can't no concede more than one goal. You know, we're conceding far too many goals, and it's especially with 10 men. You can obviously sense my frustration here. It's a tough one to take, but we'll dust ourselves down. It's a point. We're closer to the top of the league, and we obviously got a big game next week as well against Stirling Albion, who are absolutely flying. So there's no much we can say that you want to say it's too doom and gloom, but ideally would I like 3 points.
Well, you touched on Tommy Muir's red card, but it was another red card for yourself just before that. What actually happened?
Well, I mean, if you remember earlier on in the season, Cammy, I get a straight red for grabbing a hold of the ball. We're 1-0 down, try to take a quick throw. They're right back, grabs the ball, runs away with it to stop you and O'Reilly getting it. I say to the ref, that's a shambles. He comes over, he books me. So I says, that's all because you can't do your job, which is true, because I mean, at the end of the day, that should be a book and he should be taking action. But for me telling him what he done wrong, I get a red card. So it's just really disappointing because he can't do his job right, and that's the facts of the matter. But you know, listen, I just spoke to Peter Murphy there. He agreed with me, and you know, sometimes it's the same every week in terms of the officials not doing their job right, but we've got to deal with it. You know, I'll be suspended next week because of that probably, and you've just got to take it in the chin.
Well, you touched on slightly there, Stirling Albion at home next week. They've gone for 6-0 win against Dumbarton League leaders. And of course, it was the reverse this week. It was Annan coming off a heavy defeat, and there'll be Stirling Albion coming off a heavy win. So how do you go into that game?
Listen, it's I think we're doing an awful lot right. You know, the shape's looking good. You know, we're causing problems up the top end of the pitch. It's more instances. I think there's instances in terms of defending better. How many times we made the wrong decision or executed the pass across the face of goal in the final third. So if we can brush up and get these things right, you know, we're a decent team. We're definitely a decent team, but you know, there's always room for improvement. Today was a wee bit of a signal for not getting the full 3 points, but you know, credit to Annan's spirit. They kept going right to the end, and they got a lovely goal at the end. You know, maybe broke really well to them, but you know, you take everything you get when you're down to 10 men. Fair play to them for grinding it out and getting a result. But we just need to move on to next week, as you say. It's we're up there where we want to be, and we need to just go and try and get 3 points.
And finally, any updates on the players who are missing today?
Well, Mikey Miller, we're hoping could take part in training this week. Same with Callum Yates. Daniel Higgins, we're maybe a wee bit further away, but he'll maybe be looking to Thursday for full training, whether he can push his way in. But good to get the three back, because you know, I think most clubs within the league, if they had 3 defenders that had been playing from the start of the season out, you know, they would struggle to cope, but we managed to shuffle a few things around and still put a really strong team. We were maybe a wee bit light in the bench today in terms of numbers, but you know, it's like you say, there was obviously the 3 out, and then obviously Liam Brown is unavailable at the moment as well.
Cheers, Swifty.
Cheers.